friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and in this video, I want to kill many birds with one stone. First off, I want to encourage you by asking you a question. Have you ever considered perhaps maybe someday getting around to it and building yourself a cigar box guitar? Well, I want to encourage you. First off, it's not as hard as you might think. Very rewarding, very fulfilling. You learn a lot too in the process. So in this video here, I want to maybe just kind of give you some tips, tricks, techniques, a word of encouragement or whatever to get you started on your journey to building an awesome cigar box guitar. So right off the bat, there are no rules. There is no correct way or right way or wrong way necessarily. But there are some general guidelines that I follow, and maybe you might find these to help you. Number one, you got to have a plan. Have a plan, have a vision, have a dream, or whatever, something in your mind that you want to work toward. So the very first thing I do is I assemble a checklist. Now, I would recommend maybe screen capturing this guy here. And if there's any parts I'm missing, which I guarantee you I am, you can add those in the video description below. But this is just something I just scribbled down real quick. And what I did is I started at the top, boom, and I worked my way through the bottom just to kind of mentally get myself going here. So the tuners, obviously tuners. And I do recommend cbgiddy.com. Here's their web address there. There is a link in my video description and a promo code that you can use to get all of your parts, everything that you need, tools, blah, blah, blah. That's all in the video description below. But a checklist is a great place to start. Tuners, fret wire, assuming that you're gonna have frets. Screws. Now, I got in the habit, good or bad, right or wrong, doesn't matter. I use drywall screws for a lot. Oh my gosh, I use those things a lot, drywall screws. And then, like I said, in your mind, how are you going to attach the strings on the saddle side? Is it going to be a hinge? Is it going to be pop rivets? Have you got your own method I've seen people using door strikers. I've seen a lot of different cool ideas. So what's your idea? Put that on your parts checklist here. And then of course the internals, the jack where you're going to plug into, assuming that it's going to be electric, volume control, tone control, electronic circuits, knobs, what kind of pickups you're going to use, piezo, magnetic, switches if you're going to switch between those. Obviously you're going to need hookup wire, and I put bling here. What's bling? Well, what are you going to use for your inlays? You can get all tricky, mother of pearl, abalone. You can use screws, you can use solder burns, you can use pencil, you can use little wooden dots. I mean, you can use anything you want. Like the corners sometimes, like on the corners of these things here, you can use, you can go, sky's the limit, dude. You can do anything. You can do anything you want as long as you are inspired. Strap buttons, straps. Of course, you're going to need the materials, which is the cigar box itself, or whatever box you're going to use. I've seen wine boxes, cigar boxes, smoked salmon boxes, ammo boxes, cookie pie tins, and what do you call it? Those gas cans, oil cans. Seriously. Resonators, paint can lids. They're like I said, once you get started down this rabbit hole, dude, good luck getting out. So assemble yourself a parts checklist. Go to the cbgiddy.com and peruse, shop around. Be sure to use my affiliate link and my promo code. You will not be disappointed. Next thing I do is tools. Now, tools, I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to tools. In fact, you can see it right here off screen. A gentleman just gave me a planer. Brand new, never been used. The Roy IB, am I saying that right? Roy IB 10-inch planer. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting acquainted with that. Now, as far as your tools list, if you don't have all these tools, it's okay. It is okay. Through the course of time, you will learn to improvise with the tools that you have to make up for the tools that you don't have. The longer you do this and the more addicted you become, the more tools you will acquire and the easier your job will be in the long run. So I'm just going to this is just a brainstorm little checklist here. You can do a screen cap of that if you like. You don't have to. So saws. Okay, you can never have enough saws. Fortunately, we have a scroll saw. I have a miter saw. Outside, I have 2 table saws. Here's another table saw. I have my little Mighty Mite fretting saw. One of the most versatile saws I use is this guy here. This is, and again, I get all these from the CBGitty. This is just a fretting saw. It's got the right thickness, which is 0.023 kerf, which is the thickness of this, which is also the same thickness on the jig for the fretting saw. Saws are very important. And I also have, you can't see them, they're on the other side of the vacuum. There is about 5 or 6 of those old school hand saws. Saws are the top of the list. You're gonna need to cut wood, make some sawdust. Files. Okay, everybody knows the Shinto, but this is just one of many files. Let's see here. We got round files, triangle files, flat files. Every kind of file that you can imagine, you will use eventually. So that's why I put the little S there by files. Even the little fretting files. So again, do you need to have it all? Yes and no. Mainly yes, but if no, then okay. Sandpaper, I put that in the file category as well. Okay, clamps. Check this out. Clamps. I got those little blue ones there from Be Radical. But these I inherited from my father-in-law, and this is just a small smattering of these kind of clamps. I also highly encourage these style of clamps, especially for gluing the fretboard to the neck. These style of clamps are also very versatile, popular. So trust me when I say, and various sizes. You can get the itty bitty clamps. You're always going to have a need for something or other. I love these old school kind here, man. These kind here, you can put a bite down on something like this and just crush it, dude. These things are so strong. Oh my gosh. Yeah, clamps. Hammer time. You will be amazed how versatile this little dude is here. I think I got this at Harbor Freight probably over 10 years ago. It's got a Teflon side and a brass side. I use this for lovingly tapping in the frets and banging the saddle back and forth for intonation purposes, and just hitting myself on the head every once in a while. Hammer. Wire cutters. I should have said wire. I put it down here. Here's a wire. Off the chart here. Did I put wire down here? I did put the wire down here. Well, I did it on the, on the parts here. So yeah, wire. And for wire, I use this just hook up wire. It has both the red and the black. And if I have my reading glasses tuned here, this is 24 AWG. That's the thickness of the gauge of the wire. So again, you can use thicker, you can use thinner, you can use whatever you want here. This is what I chose, 24 gauge wire. And so yeah, so wire cutters. So now, not all wire cutters are created equal. Okay, I like the kind with the spring back, and I like the kind that have the real flat edge on this side here. I'm gonna put that in the light so you can see here. So this side here is flat, there's no bevel. And this allows me to get really close to the fretboard when I'm snipping those fret wires. A lot of these, you got to look for them, man. A lot of these have a little bevel on this side here, and you can't get close when you have that. So if you can find these wire cutters, snippers, dikes, whatever you want to call them, that don't have a little bevel here, that are just flat, get them. That's a freebie for you. Wire cutters. Soldering iron. Oh my gosh, this soldering iron I use for a lot of things here. Right now the soldering iron is off, and so I can, but when this thing gets hot, you don't want to do that, okay? I also use this to burn in my position markers instead of using inlays. A lot of times I'll just burn it in with the soldering iron. And I have various tips, door nails. But yeah, soldering iron. You're going to need a soldering iron for hooking up your electronics. Wire cut, not wire cutters, flux, wire strippers. You can use razor blades, all of that stuff. Glue, guys. Glue. I got glue. Let's see here. Yeah. I got lots of glue. I don't endorse any kind of brand. I don't really have a favorite either. I just kind of grabbed it. I grabbed this one because it's just fast set time, stronger than wood, water cleanup. But I've had good luck with all different flavors and colors and styles of glue. Drills. Oh, guys, I cannot stress the importance of having multiple drills. Now, the problem is that you can't throw them away, and then they start stacking up, and then you get an excess. Look at this here. This is where drills go to die. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I got drills. A yardstick or a ruler or a tape measure. These things here, you'll use them for straight edges. You'll use them to measure twice and cuss once. You will, again, these things here are your friends. I have big long ones that I use for the necks. And the neat thing about this one here, look what it says here. Great neck. And I got my own little markings on here. So yeah, acquire tools. Like I said, if you don't have all that you need right now, that's okay. You can still get started. You can still build a very handsome, handmade, unique cigar box guitar. But yeah, so rulers are a must, in my opinion. Paper towels. A screwdriver. I almost forgot about this guy here. Screwdriver. You got flat screwdrivers. You got the flat screwdrivers and the Phillips screwdrivers, the small little tiny guys for the tuners. Yeah, screwdrivers and templates. I have fret spacing templates. I have notch templates, sound hole templates, string spacing templates. And all those templates I get from the CBGitty.com. Link in the description, promo code in the description. So build yourself a tool list, right? So that that way, put it in your pocket. That way, when you're out and about, whether it's a garage sale or a flea market or the Home Depot, or you're out and about, whatever, and you stumble across a tool that you need, I would get them. You can never have enough tools. Again, there's my promo code, PuckettCBG. All that stuff is in the video description below. And one of the nice perks, benefits, one of the nice things about shopping at CBGitty.com is they give you freebies. You know, all sorts of freebies. They're called rewards, right? You spend a certain amount and then you get like free stuff. Dude, I get these hats all the time. I used to get these stickers and stuff, but yeah, these hats. These are the trucker hats. Oh, look at that haircut, dude. These are gosh, these hats, dude, are come on, they're cool, dude. CBGitty.com hats. They come in all different sizes and colors. They got black. They got the navy blue here for the navy blue guys. I can't wear all these hats at the same time. If I could, I would, but I can't, so I won't. But we can try. Yeah. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless and stay inspired.